anti-abortion movement is rolling along. You think that there's backlash. You think that some of these states might want to back up. Ain't happening. Instead, it is gaining steam. This week, abortion, or last Friday, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, in West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice, the Republican governor of that state, signed an absolute total ban on abortions in that state. Very narrow exceptions for rape and incest. In Georgia, Brian Kemp, the governor, has signed a similar law into bill into law, and most of the voters in Georgia don't approve of it. In fact, you can only, if you're a woman and you've been raped or are the victim of incest, you can only claim that in order to get an abortion if you reported the rape or incest to the police. And you have to have the police report in order to get the abortion. And the language, even with that, is so vague that physicians are refusing to perform those kind of abortions for fear that they could be prosecuted. And also, they're refusing to treat miscarriages that have gone bad, where women, this is not uncommon. One in 4 pregnancies ends in miscarriage. And sometimes a miscarriage ends in, literally a bloody disaster, where women are losing so much blood or are so damaged that they could die. And you've got doctors who are refusing to treat miscarriages now, because you do that in some cases with the anti-abortion drugs, or you do it with procedures that are very similar to abortion. In Utah, this, by the way, my source for all this is Jessica Valenti's great newsletter over on Substack, jessica.substack.com, as you can find it. In Utah, the Republicans, she writes, were harassing abortion providers by threatening them with cease and desist orders, claiming that abortion is still a crime in the state, even though that trigger law is on hold because of a judge. Now those Republicans are sending out letters saying, well, that was just our opinion. It wasn't an illegal analysis. She says, what a bunch of a-holes. In Texas, abortion is top of mind for voters, especially when it comes to who will be the Attorney General. The current AG, Ken Paxton, who sued the Biden administration over the state's right to not provide life-saving abortions, is at the top of this. Also in Texas, the state's mortality numbers that would show whether the abortion ban, it's been a year now that they've had an abortion ban in Texas, has it led to more women dying? And Texas knows the answer. They compile these statistics. The hospitals all report them. The state is required to compile them. But Greg Abbott is telling us now, we won't be able to disclose those numbers until after the election. Sorry. Right.